The Offspring. You're gonna go far, kid. And you'll go really far if you hit that subscription button. I got a lot of videos coming out for you that you don't want to miss. Now let's get into some details for this song. Okay, standard tuning for this one. And we'll kick it off with this intro slash verse first part. And with this, it's more just a two-strum dynamic going on here. And it starts with the A power chord. And like I said, just two strums, cut it. Alright, next measure we move to the F power chord. Same deal there. Up to the C. And then finish on the G power chord. Just take it up a set. Okay, and we go through that a few times there in the beginning. Alright, then it starts to pick up a bit, and we switch our dynamic style here, the strumming, and we're just going more just, right on the beat strumming. But we're kind of palm muting a little bit, and same chords. We just move to, the A like this, and you can just worry about, like the A and the D string here. We're just palm muting, strumming it. Alright, and then we move to a higher voiced F, and with that we can just shift over here, hitting the 3 on the D, 5 on the G, and you can add that 6 on the B too if you like. Sounds good. Same type of strum there. Jump it up to the C, bring it up a set here, and then of course the G. Pre-chorus section here. This is a newer style as well, where we're just going to be, shifting like 8th note style, and it's palm muted as well. And we'll start at the lower F power chord here, and that's kind of what we want to go with, is just the E and the A string, and we're just just palm muting it, strumming like that. And from there, that's a couple measures worth. We jump it up to a D, so 5 on the A, 7 on the D. Same style there. Alright, keep it going. We go to the F again, but at the higher voicing. And, we're already halfway there, so we can just take it up to this voicing at the 8A, 10 on the D. Alright, and then just down a fret for the E at the 7 and 9. And it's just one measure of that E, and then we just move over to this G power chord, and no muting here. We just get more dynamic with this, just 1, 2, 3, and then that'll get us into the chorus. And during that pre-chorus, there's a second guitar that does a cool little riff, and it's just picking through a few notes here. It'll do this twice, where we're at the 2 on the G, come down, do a 1 to open E, back to the 2 on the G. And just hold that 2 for another measure. And like I said, it goes through that a couple times, and then it'll switch a little bit where it goes 2G, 1 open on the E. Instead of the 2G again, it just goes to 1 on the B. And then just finishes hitting an open E. Once the chorus gets going, this is very reminiscent of the second part of the verse, where we're going to start off with the A chord, and we're just strumming away, just right on the beat there, full measure of A there, and then we take it up to our F, the higher F, at the 3 on the D, 5 G, 6 B, and then the C, of course, and then we go to our G, but here we can add a little extra thing where we do about 4 strums of that G, and then we do this cool little 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, where we add a little bit of palm muting there, which just kind of palm mute the first 2 and accent that last one. Okay, fun little way to cap that off at the chorus. And at the end of the first chorus, and this happens at the very end of the song as well, we get this cool little riff where, coming off of that G, it shifts up to A, and it does this bit where we do a couple 7s on the D, and then we do a quick 2 7s on the A to 5 on the D, and repeat that twice. Alright, and then jump up, hit the 5G, 7D. At the end of the second chorus, we get a new little twist, and this is kind of a shifting into the solo progression that happens, where, we're coming off of our G, and then we come up to our A, and we split this measure where we do A, then up to an E at the 7A, 9 on the D and G. And that walks us into our F up here at the 8A, 10s on the D and G. And that, right where we hit the F, that's technically the start of the solo progression. And the chords going on during the solo here, we have our F that we were leaving off of from the previous spot. Full measure there. And these are just kind of quarter note strums. Okay, bring it up a set for the C at the 8 and 10 on the E and the A and D. Shift over for the E at that 7 and 9s. And we walk this down. It's going to be an A power chord to G, and we get to do our cool little triplet there, the 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then down to the G and do the same. And finishing off these solo chords here, it comes back to the F again at that 8 and 10s. Goes up to the C once more, but we're going to split this measure. Okay, so we just take it up set to that C at the 8 and 10s. But only half the measure's that. We shift over to a D to finish that at the 5 and 7s here on the A, D, G. Then to our E at the 7 and 9s. Split the last measure by going down to the low E and then to the G at the 3 and 5s.